First, as a clue to Barbara's thinking, a very brief episode from one of the romances we see her reading throughout the novel. And then we'll get to her real life. And there's another Tallulah here. That's so strange. Anyway, The Duchess's Dilemma, a novel by Tallulah Spent. Elba, young exiled Duchess of Monrovia, sat beneath the bent boughs of the weeping willow watching the folk around her. The kind and motherly Mamie, dressed in black bombazine, covered with a starched white apron, made her way across the rolling hills of the lawn, bringing Elba a mint tea to quench her afternoon thirst. Elba knew she should be grateful for all she had, but she was lonely, so lonely. Oh, Mamie, I'm so lonely. Do you think there may soon be a soiree at one of the neighboring plantations? What about Mr. Rick or Miss Caroline? Do you think they might drive here in their phaeton with the beautiful, dark, black, huge stallions? As if in answer to a wish, Elba heard the thunder of hoofbeats in the distance. A horse and rider came into view. The horse was magnificent, even blacker than the stallions that belonged to Mr. Rick, even taller, bigger in every way. The tall stranger. The tall stranger, dressed all in black, seemed at one with the animal. He reined the horse in right at the Duchess's feet. The horse whinnied and reared, but he quickly brought it under control. Then, leaning down from the great height, he tipped his black hat and said with some tinge of a foreign accent, "Might you have some water for a weary traveler, ma'am?" "Why, of course," Elba said. What would Southern hospitality be if we couldn't help a stranger? And she thought, a tall, handsome stranger. "Can I offer you a cooling iced tea, or perhaps something a bit stronger?" "That is too kind of you. I could use some fortification after that ride. How about bourbon with some of that branch water?" Elba stood, then swayed. With one swift motion, the stranger leaped from his horse and caught Elba just before she fell. He fanned her with his hat, looking closely at her delicate features of her porcelain white face, perfectly framed by her dark curly locks, and then down at her bosom as it heaved with each breath. "Oh my," Elba said, righting herself, "that heat. Thank you, you saved me from a fall. Your name, kind sir?" "My friends call me Juan." I don't know how this trash found its way into my novel, because I've been schooled in literary fiction at USA, but it's Barbara. I can't help it. So, now on to Barbara's real life. This is a morning after story. It's about a third of the way into the novel. Last night, Barbara was working late on a university plan with John, an unkempt, overbearing Californian, when he kissed her, a lingering kiss. The next morning, Barbara stood in front of her closet, looking critically at her clothes. All of them were black, and those that weren't black were brown. Then she opened her drawer of sweaters. Everything was covered up. Turtlenecks, mock turtlenecks, all the same. Black, brown, and covered up. Didn't she have anything with zip? Finally, she chose a creamy white silk sweater. While it covered her up, it did show her breasts to advantage. Barbara had always been proud of her breasts. She remembered how they had gotten her A's in French all through high school and college, as French teachers seemed particularly taken with them. Only if I wear the right bra, she thought. She carefully selected a pretty pink and lacy confection and panties to match. At the university, she walked down the corridor, feeling the silk of her sweater slide against the silk of her pink bra, and hearing the silk of her pink panties swish against the seat of her tailored brown slacks. Pink and brown, always a great color combo, she thought, as she realized the office door was locked. She was disappointed. So often she'd been annoyed at John's presence. He was always there before her and never gone when she left. She never had the office to herself anymore. Sometimes she'd felt she simply couldn't think with him sitting there, scratching away at his endless editing. Now the office that had seemed overflowing with him and his stuff was strangely empty. She just wanted to take one more look at the plan. Maybe she should call him and see if he was coming in. She could ask the department secretary for his number, but that would seem strange. Or maybe it wouldn't. She was department chairperson. Wasn't she allowed to call faculty? But no, calling didn't seem quite right. Email, of course, email. Dear John, I'm in our office and would like to get together to talk about the plan for the college. Please come in today. I can be here until 3. Should she say dear? Should she demand that he come in? Should she tell him she wanted to talk about the plan when he'd already said he didn't want to? Men could get huffy about any request that was repeated. She deleted the message and began again. Hi, stopped into our office. Didn't see you? Everything okay? That was even worse. Too friendly. Of course she hadn't seen him. That was why she was writing. And why shouldn't everything be okay? She sounded like someone's mother. She was someone's mother, just not his. Barbara deleted the message and tried once more. John, concerned about the plan since I haven't seen the latest draft. I'm in the office today. Will you be in? When? That was the worst. That first line sounded controlling, and the double questions at the end. Deleted. Darling John. I'm really sorry I rejected your telephone conversation the other night. I loved the kiss. I don't want to forget about it. I look great and dressed just for you from bottom to top. Please come in and let's pretend to talk about the plan. When really we're just getting ready to kiss again and see where it goes from there. I don't give a damn about the plan, but I do give a damn about you, your baby, Barbie. God, her office door was ajar. What if someone had walked in and seen her scream? She quickly hit the delete button, then panicked. Had she somehow hit send instead of delete? You couldn't do that, could you? Delete was on the keyboard, send was on the screen. She went to the sent folder. No. She breathed a sigh of relief. She hadn't sent it. She hadn't even saved it in drafts, had she? She checked the drafts folder. Then she went to the empty trash command and deleted the message even further. She knew that data stayed on the hard drive in some form even after it had been trashed, but she couldn't imagine anyone searching her hard drive for unsent, unmeant love notes. For a few minutes, Barbara toyed with the idea of leaving a note for John on his desk. Hi, how's the plan coming? Or, hi, let's talk about the plan. Call me at home. Or, hi, I'm your love slave. Will you be mine?